Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we start to enter the stretch drive here in the basketball season. And joining us is our women's basketball coach, Collin Lanam. And Collin, it's always tough to go against two top 25 opponents like we did last week. But I think a lot of positives came out of those two games. Even though they were losses, there were still some things you had to be happy with.
Yeah, when you can compete, like it is in the JOVC against, for us now, 3 top 20 teams in a row, fourth in the season, you have to be able to pull some good out of that. And you have to, even when it's a tough game, you got to get something good out of it. So, I thought that we're doing some things better. We've handled the press a lot better the past couple of weeks, whereas previously back in the fall, we really struggled with that. So, that's comforting, especially going into the game against Drury, where we know they're going to press us for 40 minutes, knowing that we can handle that pressure and continue to play.
One of the big things coming off the bench for you is Kayla Stewart, and she has just added a spark for you guys since she's been able to start playing back in January. Just really done a great job.
Yeah, she's finally getting comfortable out there, and I think that's the biggest thing. She's starting to get to the point where she doesn't have to think as much and she can play. Similar to a lot of our other players that have gone through the same process through the season. It's just gone a lot quicker for Kayla. I knew coming in she was a high IQ player, so that just makes it a lot easier for her to get acclimated to the things that we're doing. And she's got a competitive nature about her that wants to get out there, wants to compete, wants to win, and that's what we really need right now.
This stretch run of 3 games, probably 3 games that have been the most important 3-game stretch for our program in a couple years. It starts with Drury tonight, then S&T, and then UMSL next week. I know the girls are in the back of their minds are thinking, okay, we just got to get 1 or 2 of them, and then we're going to be in the postseason. I know you guys as coaches are trying to look game to game, but hey, we're right where we want to be with that postseason spot on the line.
Yeah, fortunately, the postseason hasn't been a conversation that we've had a lot of. We've been really preaching, take care of your fight that you're in right now. That'll win the war at the end of the day. So, we really haven't talked to them much about the conference. We know we're in a good place in terms of we control our own destiny. If we play the way we should play, then there shouldn't be any issues with us getting into the postseason. Now, with that being said, we've got to take care of things one night at a time. If you take care of business today, things tomorrow will be where you want them to be. So that's kind of been our mentality. Let's fight it one battle at a time.
How cool is tonight? Just Thousand Saints night, Drury coming into town, packed house. It's got to be an exciting day for the ladies to get ready for tonight.
Exactly. It's great for the university. It's great for the athletic program. It's great, that we can help promote Kids Rock Cancer. It's going to be an awesome night. There's going to be a lot of people here and get to see our brand of basketball against the best in our conference. So it's going to be a fun night.
Let's talk real quick about Drury. And obviously they come in just hitting on all cylinders. They're going to throw everything at you. Not a big team, but they've just got guards that just come in waves at you.
They just play a very intense style of basketball. They're not overly flashy. They don't have just amazing big-time athletes, but they've got a good balance of guards that can score, some athletic slashers, and a good post player. So, they don't go very deep, but they bring it every night, and it's one of those things. They're just kind of a bunch of Energizer bunnies that, they never slow down. They're playing hard for 40 minutes, and you know what you're going to get every night against them.
And then obviously Saturday S&T comes into town, and senior day, a couple seniors that have done a lot for this program.
Yeah, and Alex and Carly deserve for us to come out and have a great weekend for them to close out their careers in the regular season here at Maryville. So, going into these games, there are 2 that when we played them back in December, we didn't play well either night. Drury, that game was rough, and they took it to us. S&T was one that was relatively close that we probably still could have pulled out, if a couple things go differently. So, there's a chip on our shoulder, and I hope that the girls are motivated by the past, knowing that these are games that we need to get. And again, for what Alex and Carly have done, we owe it to them to give everything that we have this next couple days.
No doubt about it, buddy. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. We'll see you then.
Collin Lanam joins us here, as he always does. Once again, the games tonight, Thousand Saints night, will go on the air at 5:20 tonight. A lot of pregame ceremonies are going to be taking place. And then on Saturday for Senior Day, we'll go on the air at 12:55 to get you ready for some more great Saints basketball and Saints Vision. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.